Orange's
neither of the
hand,
players has.
yeah, exactly. Both are fairly off curve.
Well, the innervate will be countered by sap unless Trump will draw something with immediate effect on the board, like an Ashen of Lore, but still that's turn 5. So
Yeah, and if Orange actually I mean, if Innervate number 2 shows up in Orange's hand, that could be a disgusting play from Trump.
I would like to see a turn 2 agent here from Orange.
Yeah, the Coin Agent I think would have been a nice board presence, and if your opponent has a Shade, he can't play it. And he's forced to Wrath your agent instead, and then you can play Earthen Ring for a body, and then you can transition into, board control.
Yeah.
Well, it's still going to be a 3-3 on the board at this point. No damage dealt, but ultimately still a pretty good outcome, and he gets to heal everything. It's just one turn behind. Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, he goes for the Shadow Electromas, which is really cool because next turn he can just play Dr. Boom. And this is way more important than just Sylvanas.
Yeah, obviously, and I really like, I mean, the follow-up turns from Trump are going to be powerhouses. Turn 5, Innervated 7-drop, turn 6, Sylvanas, or Force of Nature if too many things show up, and then you have another wave of 7-drops. So, yeah, definitely problematic, but I like Orange's decision here to drop his 3-3 on the board, knowing
That's why
that
I
if he
would
loses
like
this...
Yeah. That's why I would like to play the agent on turn 2. Well, maybe if he plays Gazetin, then okay, I can see the point of keeping the coin in hand. So you play Dr. Boom here, and the sap has almost no value.
Yeah, because he even gets more boom bots, which you take Fan of Knives out of the way, but you're making yourself more vulnerable to combo if nothing can absorb them.
I'm really curious, why did he sacrifice Shadow Electromas here? Maybe it's because of the looming Blade Flurry Deadly Poison combination? Because there's a reason to use those when you have like a huge board presence and you can kill everything on your opponent's board, including the Dr. Boom with the Blade Flurry.
Yeah. What if you don't sap this board though in Orange's position and you just backstab Eviscerate Fan of Knives?
Well, that's definitely something I would have done.
Yeah. Because I mean, sapping Dr. Boom is essentially, I mean, you're giving up the ability to, I wouldn't say win this game, but let's just say you're putting yourself in a really pretty awful position. Now I think the boom bots killed the SI7. I couldn't see the amount of damage that was dealt, but
that was 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was 3 or 4. The upper 50 percentile.
I really like the play of Orange here, that he opted to kill the Dr. Boom instead of sapping it. As we said before, it makes literally almost no sense to play sap on Dr. Boom. You kind of deny it for one turn because it's turn 6 right now, and there was no mana for the Dr. Boom to come back. But still, you have to deal with that boom bots, and you have no answer for a big threat, for another big threat with the sap. And now the sap looks really good against Sylvanas.
But I like coin Eviscerate attack and then Lotheb.
What I would like to see. What I would like to see is to keep the Eviscerate for face damage.
Since the first one was already gone into a minion?
Well, if you count the damage in your hand, you have quite a really big pile of damage here.
That's right. If he actually opts... Oh. Wait, what?
Okay, I don't really see...
Why not just coin Eviscerate Lotheb? You could have coin Eviscerated Lotheb and hit the Sylvanas for 1 with your dagger.
Yeah.
See, this is... Whoa.
This is way... I don't know.
I wonder what went through, like, what he saw, or what he didn't see, rather. Like, I don't know how the calculation went about, because that was a waste of a Deadly Poison's 2 damage, at least. There was an overkill down here on that Sylvanas.
That was definitely overkill, and still...
Uh-oh.
You see? If he would kept the Eviscerate, he still had the prep, right? So the last turn, you play Belcher Coin Sap, and you prep into poison, into Tinkers, and you get like 12 points of damage this turn, and you have still the Eviscerate, so that's almost lethal next turn. And he sacrificed a lot of damage with the turn on the turn before.
Well, I'm still not sure why he used he took the line of play that he did, because there was
Like-
so much overkill in that Sylvanas that
Yeah, but you know, when you play, he kept the sap for something that was important to sap, like a Taunt or a Sylvanas. Because why would you sap Ancient of Lore? Because it still can heal or whatever, right?
yeah. But now you know what? Trump knows there's no Blade Fury coming from Orange's side. That attack for 6 here is a telegraph.
So he has to use
Big Game
Big Game
Hunter.
Hunter, yeah.
Drew to the
Well,
claw.
he has. It sounded like a down, like you know, like a really bad play, but it was a perfect thing to use. Right now.
A Shiv. Oh wow. Wait, is that something new that I haven't been?
No, it's like a
Raised
one-off,
Okay. I have not been made aware of Shivs coming back in.
just to increase the cycle in his deck.
Well, that's not a bad top deck. It gives you an extra card draw. He's double cycling, but the Drake first would have been much better. Get the Drake first, get that Shiv, and then kill that 4-1.
Harrison Jones kinda one turn too late.
Yeah, and is this game? I think it is game. There's 8. Yeah, there's 10 extra damage on
Yeah,
the board, 12 even. So this combo is gonna steal the game. Again, a Druid stealing the game. And Trump doing
counting
mathematics
damage.
here. He's a master mathematician, getting wins all the time. Alright, so Trump,
Really interesting game here. Like,
I
we
have to
didn't
say
quite
though,
understand the line of play from Orange here, right?
no, it is. Oh.
There's a Gazetan. Okay, so that's the reason why he didn't coin out the agent on turn 2 in the previous game,
Yeah.
as I said. But still, he kinda. That's why he plays Shiv also, not only for the cycle, but also for the one
The
more
double cycle.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah, double cycle with Gadgetan is absurd. And he starts already going phase because, you know, I don't need this dagger. My best
Well-
play next turn is probably going to be a redagger anyway.
Yeah, and this also gives some information for Trump here. Like, if he goes for the dagger phase turn 2, then he doesn't have a play on turn 3 unless he top decks something. So,
Well, he just happens to.
do
Actually,
you use it?
I was going to say, I don't think
yes.
you use it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think it makes any sense to use it now.
Like, the coin right now would be so much of value for Orange.
It would be so sick.
Yeah.
Oof, he's going
Okay,
to trigger
so
that
you-
trap with a South Sea. Get rid of the Eagle Horn
What trap?
charge.
You mean the freezing trap?
Yeah.
Well, he has no way of triggering it. Like,
He's
apart
got a
from
South Sea
the
deckhand,
South Sea
yeah.
deckhand. Yeah. I don't think you want to do this. Well, he didn't play the weapon, which is kind of weird, but So now Orange has an option to kill the Misha here.
Yeah, I like the South Sea deckhand play with an Eviscerate. You get rid of the
Yeah.
trap at the same time,
Yeah.
and in that way, there's no Eagle Hornbow charge coming from your opponent,
Unless that's a snake drop.
which it at least wasn't. That would have been almost. Would it have been that bad actually for Orange? Because when is your opponent gonna play another minion next? If it's a snake trap,
yeah,
you just kind of
you're
knives
right,
everything
yeah.
off. It's,
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of fan of knives, still, he's a bit behind at this point as far as the curve goes. He's got an
Well-
amazing turn next turn, mind you,
Yeah.
but this turn is a bit on the weak side. He might sacrifice the South Sea to get rid of that body.
I would like to see. Well, that Farseer pick was really lucky, but I would like to see him just using the Tinkers this turn and just passing the turn. No, basically there's no difference between the Pallet Shredder and a 3-2 minion,
Mhm.
and you have the option to like catch up
Yeah.
on the upcoming turn with the preparation.
Yo, you know
But
what?
this doesn't look good.
Oh, back to back
For
high
Orange.
main here. Oh, what? This
Okay,
is-
that's interesting.
this
That-
looks
that's
like an
the
old
really
school-
yeah, old
This
school
is-
Miracle. So he doesn't opt for the Gazetan here, but
Oh, goodness. Okay, you know what? His next turn could be pretty strong, but at
so
what
it means
cost?
grab into Tinkers because
Yeah.
that's 7 points of mana.
At least Gadget Sand, prep, Fan of Knives, draw 2 cards, get another prep, then Fan of Knives again. I mean, honestly, This is a moment where without Vanish, you lost the game.
Well, maybe he plays Vanish. Who knows?
Yeah, for all we know, he might. I know some people teched it in early GVG when Hunter, I mean when Druid was all over the place, Taunt Druid, some rogues started running
Handler?
Vanish.
Handler God's also
Yeah,
a really cool target for Vanishes.
it's got a lot of value. You can negate some specific tactics, and Meal Mage was also everywhere, so that was pretty fun too. Just like fill their hand up with the duplicates and then
Vanish. That's a really cool animation too. Like I have golden Vanishes because it's a basic card. It has such a cool animation.
So right now, Orange is essentially
Well, to be honest, I don't see an option out here. You have to prep if
you
you
prep
don't.
a sap into
Yeah,
a prep into a sap.
No.
No, it doesn't work like that.
No. So now he has to draw prep into sap. There's the sap and the prep.
No prep for him here.
So
So
that's okay.
well, not yet.
Well, you just got 12 points
Well,
of damage. 15, 17 points with one of lethal, right?
I guess he could win with a good knife juggler hit. No, he can't
well, yeah,
actually.
yeah, right.
Doesn't have the mana,
No,
unfortunately. but-
oh no, you have to squeeze the hero power. Yeah, right.
yeah.
So you just go, you ignore the.
Actually, wait. You know what? I think Trump has because he can't get lethal. He has to get rid of the board.
What?
Look at this board and tell me, against a rogue, you ever would let that live?
Well, you have to count how many points of damage can he deal, and you already saw one eviscerate, right? So there can be only one eviscerate.
You
didn't
might
see
expect cold
any deadly
bloods.
poisons. Oh yeah, right.
You don't know because I mean this is already unusual enough as it is. You saw Shiv, you saw Gadgetan,
Well, you can just play the freezing trap.
yeah, and kill one of the two minions.
Yeah, and you don't care about anything else.
Yeah, you go Eagle Hornbow, freezing trap, hero power, and then you hit face.
There's no more haha.
That's right, haha's gone.
I like this way. Just goes to face.
Yeah,
And plays the freezing trap and hero power most likely.
yeah, I think this is really hard to get punished by because although not killing the two minions. I mean, right now, what Orange does is he attacks with the Gnomish, and he gets it back to his hand. And if enough spells line up here for Orange, he could pull out. If he had a prep, this would be such a disgusting board. If he had a prep, he would probably be able to take.
Well,
Maybe
Can you-
not take it. Oh, wait, no, that
that's a
doesn't
Blaze
help.
Glory, but still you have to play Farseer this turn. Right.
No prep, no win for sure. Even if you play Farseer, you still lose because the bow is active.
Yeah.
He needs to find a
There's no
prep.
way.
He needs to find a prep off of that sap. And even
Into
that's not
Sabotage?
enough. Nah, this is it. The game is over. Yeah, unless he gets Fan of Knives, which draws 2 cards and then gives him prep and sabotage, but then he can't play Earthen Ring, so he's still dead. So this is a case of rest in pepperoni. I think so.
Well, you can't do anything.
Yeah, and I think he's noticing it. He just concedes here. Trump's Hunter gonna take a win against Orange. That is 2-0 for Trump.
For
So the
Trump.
next game
Yeah.
is gonna be match point again for him.
Oops.
And well, Trump is obviously I'm saying that, but we never know. But he's playing some kind of mech variant of Shaman. I've got to assume it's something we'd view as pretty standard. Oh, double whirling.
Oh, and double Zapomatic.
Yeah, it's pretty lucky that there's a coin SI right now. And
Kinda.
I mean, as Trump here, do you just
Deadly Poison Blade Flurry, that's really important.
do you just like snap play coin SI?
Ah,
There's no reason not to. Right? You have to just throw it out there.
yeah, but that feels so bad. It's like you play Zoo and he just agent your Snap Juggler.
Trump can't feel good about this. You're exposing 3/2s to a rogue. That's not something you want to do.
Yeah, and what do you do against that agent right now?
You
play
obviously
another-
hex it.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, that doesn't feel good at all. Now this creature will be dealt with the Deadly Poison.
Yeah, Zapomatic's out of the way here. This is one of the biggest. So sometimes there are games where the Zapomatic steals the game on its own.
But this is not the game. This
Yeah.
game.
This is not it.
So okay, so that's definitely a mech shaman.
There's almost too many mechs here. All right, well that's probably gonna be a pretty simple turn. There's a chance the SI survives the encounter with the next minion. Yep, and it does.
I think you can ignore the Murloc. Because
I'm afraid of Flame Tongue. I would never ignore something on a shaman board.
but then the flame tongue will be left to your deadly poisons. I feel it's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Unless he plays like Feral Spirit behind it, then it would be that's when it becomes problematic. But you don't expect Feral Spirit. It's Mech Shaman, so
yeah, exactly. So I would like to not kill the Murloc here.
I can see the reasoning behind that.
You have a follow-up for his upcoming plays with Flame Tongue or other shenanigans. So yeah, but still, it's a great position for Orange here.
Well, Trump's position, on the other hand, is
Awful.
yeah. I mean, everything he's got is. I mean, one of the ways that Mech Shaman wins is by getting that early game uncontrolled and have it snowball. But then again, you know, it's the last deck in Trump's lineup, so it's not as though it's a bad choice he made as far as bringing it. It just so happens that Orange is running Rogue, which I feel, because of Backstab and SI and a decent Blade, like even a medium-sized Blade Flurry will just wreck a Shaman board. Because of that, I think it's a hugely favored matchup. There's the Crackle, and if it hits, it should hit. Right? Oh,
No,
it didn't hit.
That's very unlucky. But even with a 4 damage, wait, what's the name of the card?
Crackle.
Crackle. Yeah, I just got a blank. Here. Yeah. Even with a 4 damage hit from Crackle here, I still feel like it's a really bad position for Trump. Like, whatever he does, it will be just countered by Orange here.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least it would have mitigated some board control, because that 2/4 is going to take away your totems no matter what for the rest of the game at this point. And unless you get a good lightning storm, and I say a good, I mean a sick lightning storm here, this is going to be nearly unrecoverable.
Yeah, the problem with Shaman is like the only way of comeback mechanism that Shaman has is the lightning storm, and the lightning storm is putting you on overload next turn, so you can have a problem of, you know, recovering the board afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean that might be addressed in the next card that comes out, Lava Shock, which, by the way, Ben wrote confirmed that it unlocked your currently locked mana crystals. So if you go for like 8 overload and you then cast it, you will regain an entire mana pool right away.
Which is sick.
Yeah, you can get like a 10 mana innervate. This is pretty crazy. This is insane. But yeah, so far so bad for Trump. I don't think this is a game he's going to be able to take no matter what happens at this point.
Yeah, there's no reason to think that Shaman can turn this game around.
There's a bit of spot removal with that Fire Elemental, but it's not enough to really deal with anything that that's even worse.
Yeah.
Sap.
So you can just play low tap and sap.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do much else. All you want to do at this point is just go face and face and face again.
So you sacrifice the Deadly Poison for the Cogmaster, but then the Blade Flare doesn't have any kind of value, so you can just play it. Yeah, and he just does this.
Yeah, he just sacrifices his Gnomish Inventor.
Yeah, makes sense.
Pretty good play. That way there's no way the Fire Elemental is going to come back. And Trump, just seeing that this is a hopeless cause, might as well just leave it. Concedes right now, and is going to give the win to Orange's Rogue. After 3 attempts to draw, this is it.
Yeah, this is really insane.
Against a Warrior, Anoyo-Chuan is the next best thing to an insta-kill 0 mana card that says you win the game right now.
And you can even coin it out on turn 1 just to negate the Fury War X. Like,
at least
okay, never mind.
I was gonna say this hand is terrible, but then it got salvaged with this little Fiery Winax.
And now Trump has 2 options. He can either play the Cogmaster or coin out the Anoyotron, and I think he played the Cogmaster just because he saw Orange mulligan away the whole hand.
Yeah, knowing that maybe there's no answer to that that early game.
Yeah, and Trump just smiled, so I think that was his, his thinking.
Yeah, and now the worst part is Orange has a Fiery War Axe, yes, but how do you manage that Anoyotron now?
Wouldn't you play the weapon here and just attack for 3 points of damage? Then you
to set
play
up a
Spider
massive
Tank,
Megatron.
Massive Annoytron or Spider Tank next turn, and you just clear whatever just comes out. Well, you will clear it anyway. Bomb Blubber. Oh, that's interesting. Well,
Trump is exposing himself to. Trump is currently exposing himself to losing the Annoytron, but as a result, he keeps the coin to get that Bomb Blobber out, which is pretty obvious anyway, and then he just gets himself a bigger mech next turn that he can get. He could get himself like a 5/6 Spider Tank if he wants. And, you know, for a 3-drop, that's not horrible at all.
Yeah, but
You can kill Acolytes of Pain if they do come out. And honestly, Orange's hand is fairly dry right now.
yeah, but his turn 5 and 6 would be fine.
And 7 as well.
Yeah, that gore hole will present so much value. Now the only thing that Orange will have to worry about is his health. Oh, Doomhammer.
Crucial card in this matchup because it whittles away that Warrior's health without him being able to do anything about it unless he finds Harrison Jones exactly what he needs to.
So now the Whirring Zapomatic can be a 5/4 minion. Wouldn't be that cool.
It's not terrible though. I mean,
Okay, so he doesn't use the weapon now, which is kind of weird, I think. Because you want to chip off that armor.
prevent a shield
anytime.
slam on anything
Yeah.
you got. But there's a good argument to be made for not doing so. I just feel like, and you know what? It's actually gonna work in this case.
Because Orange Hand is just not mana efficient. That's
Yeah.
the problem. Like, he can play the Belcher, but then he's so weak to whatever Trump will play.
Look at that! Look at that!
And
bomb
that Lotab will have no impact at all because there are no spells in Trump's hand.
To be honest with you, if Lothab falls down and Bomb Blobber is played, and you know the Spider Chain gets traded, that's a 5/4 Whirling Zapomatic gonna pound for a little while at Orange's face, and he won't be able to do much about it for about a turn or two.
Yeah. So we'll most likely see a armor up shield slam into Zapomatic.
But what do you do next? You have nothing. You just wait and play Sludge on the 5/6 afterwards?
Oh, that kind of sucks. But if you don't deal with that Zapomatic, you're being, like, you know, you're facing 10 points of damage next turn. Most likely.
It's incredible to think that a 2-drop is such a huge threat. Oh goodness. Well,
It's
that's
like-
the power of the card, I guess. And it's a
Yeah.
good thing that it's Shaman only, because if a Mech Mage pops that against me, I swear I think this is the last day of my Hearthstone career.
It's 5/6 minion. This is quite a threat.
Alright, then the Mech Warper comes out. Not really necessary in this case, just getting the Harvest Golem.
Wouldn't you just play Harvest Golem into Totem?
Totem. I would have preferred that, and I was going to comment on that earlier. I feel like the power of Shaman against Warrior stems from the use of those totems a lot, and
Yeah.
he hasn't used any yet.
Definitely because of those taunt totems have the same purpose as Annoytrons.
Yeah, in many ways, and they're free, so you might as well
Yeah.
at least hope for them. And the best thing is that once you have a huge amount of totems, you essentially guarantee whatever it is that you wish to get.
And you also increase the odds of Sylvanas getting something not valuable at all. But still, this is such a beatdown from the Shaman here.
With honestly, with a Doomhammer in my hand, I'll let that warrior take as much damage as he wants.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see a Belcher this turn, that's for sure.
Well, Belcher armor up, or Belcher Fiery, but Fiery the Flame Tongue.
Yeah, I think Belcher and Fury War-Axe.
So here's the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fiery War Axe, Belcher, and then you attack the 5/6 with Sylvanas and hope you get yourself something decent. Wait, what?
Okay, I don't like this play.
He
I
can
don't
kill
like
it.
this play at all.
Wait, he can kill it, but I think you're lowering the potential value of your Sylvanas.
And this is one of the reasons why I don't like it. You're being so open to the Flame Tongue shenanigans.
All right, well, I think this is a pretty straightforward. I want to say it's straightforward Doomhammer because to
Yeah.
me it just screams get value now. And if he has Harrison Jones, too bad. And you know what? If Orange does find Harrison Jones, though, if he does find Harrison Jones, this is a much different board state after that specific turn.
Yeah, but still, it's a really bad position for the warrior.
Oh, it is. It really
Like
is.
you have to play the Harrison Jones just to deny 4 points of damage,
And then you're still dead.
yeah, so you know.
And that's not even Harrison Jones. I mean, I guess you have to use your Fire War Axe now and armor up
You have to
Shield
kill
Stone.
Flame Dunk. Yeah. Flame Dunk and kill the... Well, it kind of sucks. Maybe you just have to play the... No. Out? You have to use the... you have to use something to kill the Flame Dunk. You have 7 points of life, so if you armor up, you'll be at 9. Then you're staying at 4 points from Doomhammer, 2 points from Mech Warper, and from Harvest Golem, so that's 4, 6. That's 10 points of damage. So you have... If you don't clear at least one minion apart from the Flame Dog, you're still dead. So...
This is gonna be... If Orange wins, he's gonna have to get a Shield Maiden next turn, if anything.
Yeah.
And
So now he has
Trump
to
needs to
trade-
draw dry, like completely dry.
That doesn't even make a difference here.
Yeah, he's gonna be on 1 health here at the end of this turn.
Mhm.
Assuming Trump
So,
top decks no
Crackle?
damage at all. Anything,
Crackle top
Lightning
deck?
Bolt, Cracker. Oh,
Oh,
Cracker.
no. So-
Cracker Shaman. You know all the Cracker Shamans? This is gonna be a useless draw for Trump.
This is one of the whip draws that that can Shaman have. And
Yeah.
this is...
Fire
one
Elemental was
useless cards,
lethal.
I think.
Fire Elemental was lethal. Lightning Bolts were lethal. Crackle was lethal. Rockbiter was lethal.
I believe
Flame
there are
Tongue
no
number
lightning
2
bolts
was
here in
lethal.
this deck.
Everything
So-
was lethal.
So now what Trump thinks is, oh god, does he have Alexstrasza?
And you know what? That leaves Orange with
Well, you have to go
that leaves Orange with 2 pretty good draws: Shield Maiden and Alex. And let's say 3 because we assume 2 Shield Maidens, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, I think you have to play the Bomb Blubber. So you play Bomb Blubber. Well, you first kill the Totem, play Bomb Blubber, and go face for 4 points of damage. No, why?
I think he's just gonna go full face here. And yeah,
I think when you're playing Bomb Blubber, you just... Oh, never mind, it went fine for him.
well, this is the hyper-aggressive play from Trump. Trump sees blood. You can see it in his face. He's looking at the screen very intensely. He's like, I'm gonna kill this guy. I swear he's dead. And yeah, he doesn't change. He is still ready to kill here. Going for the throw. And honestly, Orange has no way of getting out of this.
Yeah, there's no way he can win this game.
And he commits the Mitsubishi against Shaman. We knew it was a bad matchup going into it. And the draw from Orange, I'll be honest, was probably one of the worst possible. Admittedly, there was a Fire War